Welcome, Stage of Bliss. We are on a 40-day journey to the solstice, starting at the 11:11 portal. Today is day 2. My cat is like, no, I'm not going to do this. So I'm going to let the cat out of here. Back into the morning light. Okay, I'm excited for those of you who are joining me on the app for the 40-day vision quest. If that's something you don't know about and you would like to know about, you can comment below, or you can send me a message at stageofbliss@gmail and tell me that you want into the 40-day vision quest. And of course, you can do this anytime. I just set it up because I love the window between 11:11 and December 21 is a really powerful, especially because it's a dark time. Not just like the season is dark, that's what I mean, but also the world is experiencing an intensity in darkness, that we're experiencing an intensity in seeing the darkness. I like to say it that way because it actually has always been there. There's never more or less darkness. It's just, think the yin-yang, like we're exposing parts, and we're really in a part where we're exposing a lot of the darkness, but then we're also exposing at the same time the light, almost like the wheel is no longer turning its flip to expose all sides. So I'm drinking a green drink by Liv, the Greens 2.0, all 40 days, as well as some Ormus Gold. Those are my supplements of choice. So however you're doing this, choose something that is good for you or that makes you feel good. I'm going to do a crystal card every day and a tarot card every day. So yesterday, what did I get in the crystal card? Oh, appetite, yeah. Acceptance. And we got the Lovers, or now we got the Two of Cups in the tarot, which is a love card. It's a love card, so that kind of set the tone. Accept the love. Accept love. So day 2, what do we got on top of that? Brandenburg Amethyst. This came up in a session yesterday. This is the Divine Blueprint. So already on day 2, we are initiating Divine Blueprint. I also want to show this every day. The Sri Yantra is definitely a part of this passage, helping to unite masculine and feminine components. That is my intention within the being, so as to align more fully with the soul, with the divine impetus of each being, and a harmony between the genders, and awareness and honor. If you didn't join me on the app yesterday, there's 2 forms of the mantra that I'm working with. So you, of course, can choose whatever mantra you have. I do recommend the 40-day mantra practice. You can still start today if you haven't. And just carry it on one day beyond the solstice. I'm chanting with my kids Om Shrim Namaha. And that's one of the short forms on the app too, which goes along with the Sri Yantra actually. So today is a 6 of Swords. This is a rite of passage ceremony. So you can see they're in a boat, they're cloaked, they're going into uncharted waters to a new land. There's the swords that have been placed in the boat, which are the beliefs and the mental constructs that will allow them to be carried to the new shore. And they do have the one rod, which also signifies a new life force beginning, going over the waters, over whatever emotions they have to confront on their quest. This is actually one card that you could call a vision quest. It's the initiate or the initiation ceremony. So today, day 2, yesterday we did some leaving behind. Today, day 2 is an initiation then. With the Brandenburg Amethyst, we're initiating another code in our divine DNA to become active. And welcome for joining. So if you just want to close your eyes with me and tune into yourself and say to yourself, I now activate my divine blueprint to its current code, the one I programmed to be current. And I truly do believe we all are the intelligence, the divine mind at the source level behind each of our lives. So when we say those words, I choose to activate my divine blueprint, the one I had coded for right now to unlock. We are initiating a new sequence. We already remind ourselves we did leave behind the old one. This is a new journey and we are just beginning to understand what it is. And my no copyright music is, I thought we were going to go into an ad of the whole no copyright thing, right? Okay. So attention on your body with his intention. Knowing that we have many gateways, and the water on this initiate card is making me think of the nadis, the flowing rivers of prana, life force, and also our body fluids that run through our body's channels. So there is a purification and an initiation of all these channels, like they're preparing right now to initiate a new flow of energy. So I want to give you something this morning to assist, and this came up in a call last night, so I think it's probably coming through for everyone. So we have a circuitry in the body, okay, the conception vessel meridian they call in Chinese medicine up to here, and then going down the back of the spine from the brain all the way to the tailbone, and it circles up over the perineum, and also when you touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth. So the tongue to the roof of the mouth and the eye gaze to the forehead, we just all want to take like a psychic flush, if you will. It's like flushing the toilet. And we just want to put our tongue to the tip of our mouth, gaze to the forehead as we breathe. And as we exhale, just feel that flush running down the back of the spine, clench and pull up the perineum like you're doing a Mula Bandha lock, and then let that go up the front of the body. And just do that a couple of times and imagine that you're flushing out, because this is going to affect the cerebral spinal fluid, and this is going to affect the flow of the prana life force that we have. And I got the message yesterday, we sort of had like a stagnancy block because we're carrying like too much storyline forward, or too much, we're just carrying like a lot of storyline forward. So to do this flush sort of resets our pranic flow in the body, our relationship with this body, so this initiation. Okay, so I'm sending you off into your day. I don't want to take too much time every morning, so you can do your own practices. So I'm working with mantra, just taking awareness to the breath. So that practice we just did could be counted. Some postures. So yesterday we did the neck, and I encourage you to do the neck every day that you're starting out, doing a little bit of movement. Since we are dealing with the vital currents from the brain down the spine, and this is a key plexus here, area of nerves. So breathing with that, move it down into the shoulders. I've got some crunchy stuff in there, all like old cycle energy that I've been carrying around, so maybe you do too, and you can put your fingers on your shoulders and just move a little bit. Maybe even rock the upper body a little bit. Feel how tense you are. Feel what you're carrying. Is this stuff you'll want to take on this 40 days? So if not, let's just imagine kind of peeling off the layers. So I like to do the same mantra every day for 40 days. It really like supercharges the space. I do it with my kids, and they're doing this one with me. And I'm excited to see how this balances our masculine, feminine in the home. Because they're two boys and I'm the mom, and it feels pretty good, but can always be assisted. So just rocking just a little bit and feel the movement in your pelvis. Take a deep breath. And maybe on your own too, and if you're working with the app, a little meditation, but just sit for a moment and feel the stillness of your being this morning or this time of day you're tuning in. And just sense the vibration around you. You sense the frequency in the room. And the frequency that you are sitting in. I like to imagine a little control box in the consciousness that says we can adjust that frequency in ourselves if we like. Maybe you notice you want to turn it up or maybe down a little if you're feeling like super buzzed out and you want to just adjust. This process is supposed to be enjoyable. It doesn't have to be terrible. Of course, the Kundalini awakening can be very disruptive in our life. And so this whole entire world is going through that, so that can feel disruptive. But we can always learn tools to sort of dial that frequency and be able to really enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. For some of you, this will be a first initiation or first passage that you're consciously doing. And so I applaud you if that is you. If this is your first 40-day anything, conscious vision quest, then awesome. There can be many ups and downs in the journey, and I'm just here to guide you. So thank you for joining me today. And then move your body consciously today. I'm doing yoga nidras at night to unload the psyche in the night and get into some new dream spaces. So if you'd like any guidance or your questions on that, let me know down below. And that's my frequency cue. So we're out. Much love to you.